The world is watching. Everybody wants to know what is actually happening in Ghana concerning the Igbo king and the people of Ghana. I'm going to be sharing some few videos of what people actually think and what is actually going on right here in Ghana. Please don't forget to like the video, watch the video from the beginning to the end, share this video and subscribe to the channel.
March this Igbo man out of your country. Then we will know that, yes, not true, we never see anything. Small fights on a carrier like
affordable. You see, I'm mobile, say, then rather than be 1,000 citizens, or about 2,000, 5,000 too. The amount I events a landlord in the land. Your friends say, I dine and my what I say, I may have watched more than the way I done a hand, not a show in the and what for.
Interview, what I show
other countries, we say South Africa. What I say, countries baby, I want Ghana, but they're not like that. Do you get it? To me, back, and now who know about die, and then because of the no more 21, and I'm back. What I say, all those who come and recently, I taxi driver be a fan.
Look at the 33 years.
So, for you pay you for any dinner, you pay you for solid.
Dear Nigerians, are we not tired? Because I am tired, right? Recently, I stumbled across a couple of videos on social media. One from a Ghanaian man called, is this Cyprus or something? And this man was very upset about this development of this Igbo community in Ghana with this man who wants to be a king of the Igbos and get some acres of land and establish an Igbo kingdom in Ghana. And he believes that it may have some kind of political undertone and in the future it may pose some kind of threat. I mean, these are not his words, but this is what I'm gathering from his emotions. And this has riled the Ghanaians up to the point where there's this Nigeria must go movement that is beginning to brew. This is really bad. This is not a good look on us. Then I saw another video of this young girl going on about how we believe that we're the giants of Africa, and she doesn't understand where this mindset is coming from. She thinks that this is a product of our pride, our misguided pride, and how we're very loud and unnecessarily arrogant, you know, and how we commonize them, look down on them so much that we make statements like small Ghana, that's Ghana, things like that, you know. And she actually showed videos, you know, or made a particular video, showed a particular clip within a video of one of our universities and how the students were sitting underneath broken roofs and challenged one of our finest artists to go and sort that out before we start looking at Ghana and, you know, looking down on them and all that nonsense, you know. I mean, as much as I do understand where she's coming from, and I do not agree that Nigerians have the right to commonize any group of people from anywhere in the world and all of that. Some people may not understand that sometimes we joke about things and we do it to ourselves and we just say, oh, small you or but you see, when you're in Rome, behave like a Roman. The Ghanaians may feel that it's quite disrespectful, and yeah, there is that, you know. But now let me speak to us. This is a conversation for us, dear Igbos. As much as I understand that you have a brotherhood type of mentality, and wherever you find yourself outside the Igbo land, you like to have a sense of knowing yourself so that you can safeguard each other and then plan things as a community, because you send things home as well collectively. And if there is a birthday, a party, a wedding or a burial, you guys just come together to sort that out. And from a business point, you guys also look out for each other. But you see, yeah, right now the world is very sensitive, and if you're not aware, this migration and immigrant conversation is almost like front, center and everything to a lot of different countries. People are tightening up their borders and asking foreigners to conform to the laws within the lands or get out. The fact that Ghana is just next door to us and we consider them like our cousins does not mean that they've not had that, how will I put it, thin tolerance for us over the years. It just feels like at the slightest provocations, the Ghanaians have something to say. So when you decide that you're going to leave Nigeria, the so-called giant country, to go and live in your so-called small Ghana, you need to reduce yourself to that size and behave yourselves. If not, come back to Nnewi and be the king in Nnewi among the Igbos. It's just the basic truth. Now, this is where it gets deeper and it hurts for me. How did we get to this point where anybody and everybody can start swiping at us all over social media, right? They've called us all sorts of names, from people who promote prostitution to people who are notorious for kidnapping, for a country that has no power, stable power, and the headquarters of corruption, amongst other things. Can I actually be angry that they say these things? The answer is no. Because am I proud of the kind of politicians that we have? A big fat no. And how did we get here? We voted, didn't we? I know that some of these elections were rigged and all of that. However, we have some of our shameless mothers, aka market women, who would go and collect 2 cups of rice, 2 onions, 1 Maggi and a wrapper and go and line up behind the enemy and vote, forgetting that that food will finish tomorrow morning and then we will be back where we are. And then there's some of the guys here who also have been published on social media for picking up girls who may be innocent, may be naive, may not be innocent or whatever, but they didn't deserve the end that they got. And then you unalive them, put them in shallow graves because you believe that you can sell some of their parts to make money. These things are on social media. These things are peculiar. It now looks like it's peculiar to us. And it's Nigerians that are notorious for these types of things. We have Nigerians that go outside and go and start cult teasing practices and start chasing each other on the streets of foreign lands, and the police will have to arrest them. And this still comes back to haunt us. It doesn't mean that all Nigerian men or all Nigerian women are this bad. Unfortunately, social media amplifies things like this. And Nigerians are big on social media, and everybody wants to be a content creator. So once you put it there with the right hashtags, you help to equally tarnish the image of the country. It's sad. It's really sad, because this video that I'm making is only going to create awareness to my personal feelings, not that it's going to solve any of the existing problems. My appeal to you guys is that when next we have to go and vote, think about this, that your so-called small Ghana are setting the record straight for you. And remember when you were growing up, when your father or your mother, especially your mother, will tell you that the scene finished, don't the plenty. That house there, where when you go, they'll tell you that, why is that you're always coming whenever it's time for us to eat? Sit in your house now. Don't go there again and go and play. Right? Or if you go there, just sit in one corner, you and your siblings just sit in one corner and be looking. Ah, yeah, you guys hungry? No, thank you. I don't want to chocolate, no, thank you. Maybe we should remember how we were brought up so that we can have some self-respect, right? If you're in Ghana, just conform. If you live in the UK, just conform. If you live in Uganda, Kenya, anywhere, just conform. Oh, why are you guys not playing? Oh, we're fine. Okay, we're to yes, just conform quietly so they can look at other people. Because it doesn't matter how good you are with Afrobeat, it doesn't matter how intelligent you are in the classroom, it doesn't matter how many doctors you produce across the world or whatever, they will pick one hush puppy conversation and label all the Nigerian men. They will pick one girl that they found on the street of Italy and label all the Nigerian women. And this media does not make it any easy. Now, to Peter Obi, the man that we've chosen to love. It doesn't matter. I've heard so many people say, when he was the governor of Anambra, what did he do for them? I don't know, honestly. The reason why we like you is because we chose to like you, because you speak what we want to hear. As bad as that may sound, is the truth. You say the things that we want to hear, right? But now we're going to hold you accountable to do the things that you said you will do. I think that before we go to vote, we need to see this manifesto for this new coalition party that we hope you will lead, so that we can also be stakeholders and tell you the kind of Nigeria that we deserve, the one that puts us back as the giants and enable us to tell people to keep quiet when they want to start making all these unnecessary comments about us. I am tired, and it's time for us to take action. Okay, it's time.
I believe by now all Nigerians should be tired of all this. Like, all Nigerians should know that some countries do no longer want them in their country, and it is time for Nigerians to sit up. It is time that you all sit up and know what you're supposed to do in another man's country, and stop causing problems for the well-meaningful Nigerians that are out there struggling to make money for themselves. Every day in, day out, we're hearing stories of what most Nigerians are doing in different countries. Now, all countries are rejecting us. Canada, US, UK, everybody, South Africa, they're all rejecting Nigerians. Enough is enough, Nigerians. Stand up and fix your country and fix yourself.